Good afternoon, friends. I was going through some cardboard boxes so I could put the stuff in better boxes, and I found this sweet letter from my daughter, Rachel. She's 30 now. This was written in 2000. I guess she was about 6 or 7. And my daughter Bethany and I were in a different city far away. My daughter had brain cancer and she was getting treatments for that, and both of us were gone for 2 months. And once in a while my husband would bring the kids to visit, but no, it wasn't possible to do very often, and she missed us. And I just found this. I think it might have been chewed up by a mouse or something, but the gist is there. To Mom, I miss you so much. I hope you can come home soon, and Bethany too. Love you. I love you, from Rachel. And then she drew a picture of herself, I guess. It made me cry when I found it. And then I found some other things that made me cry. In fact, I feel like I'm gonna cry right now. Postcards that my mother-in-law had sent to us when she and my father-in-law were traveling to California to go visit their daughter, my husband's sister, and my sister-in-law. I didn't even know we had them, so she wrote, "To Master Josiah Phillips." Back then our address was RD3, Box 233A, New Berlin, New York. It's not that anymore. They changed it to a road now. But this one's to me and Malcolm. And then Master Brian Phillips. And Master Jimmy Phillips, who's not Jimmy anymore. He's Jim. And he's 40, going to be 47 next month. And then Master Micah Phillips. So I thought that was neat that she wrote Master. And since there isn't any postcards for any of the other kids, this had to have been before 1990. So Josiah was born in 87, so it's somewhere between 87 and 1990 that these postcards were mailed, and it only cost 15 cents to mail them. So I'm going to get an envelope that I've probably already made, or actually 2 envelopes, and I'm just going to store them in my fall journal, because that is when I found them. And I also got these 2 notices that we need to get some more flea tick medicine for our dog, and I thought they were just cute little pictures that I'm going to put in. And then this paper is the job description of a part-time job that I applied for, that I am both hoping I get and terrified that I'll get. Because I haven't worked since 1979. So it's a little nervous, but I feel like I need to do something else now. And yeah, I thought a part-time job. This one is only 2 weekends a month, and then 1 day a month on manning the hotline. It's a domestic violence shelter job, and I'm hoping I get it, but it's a huge responsibility. So I am going to figure out ways of putting all these things into my journal. And I do have a pocket right here, but already got stuff in it. I might just put this in there, but I'm going to stamp the date on it that I went to the job interview. And the job interview went very well. They've said several times they liked my answer, so unless somebody else better or more qualified came along after me, I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's go get our envelopes and figure out how we're going to put all this stuff in the journal. Here I have a whole bunch of pockets and envelopes that I pre-made from book pages. Some of them have journaling cards inside, but some don't. And most of them are nature-y. So I thought this might fit in here, but it's a little bit too skinny. And there's a little woolly bear. I should use that for something with my daughter Bethany because she loves woolly bears. Alright, here is something. The little maple leaf. That would definitely fit in here. And I don't mind gluing that side down. It feels a little bit too wide though. It's getting stuck in there and I definitely don't want to. Oh, that's a cute vintage picture of a bird. I don't want to ruin this any more than it already is. So here's some fairy tale envelopes. Here's a card inside, that one. And then I have this one. Some birds. Most of these I think are birds and nature oriented. Alright, so I found some really cute cards that I had made. I used to have a sewing machine that made this cute little stitch like that. I don't have that one anymore. These are some little journaling cards that I designed myself. And I thought this one's got, and then, oh, look at that cute little bunny. I think this one is too, yeah, I don't think it's big enough, but this one seems to be a little bit bigger. So it's a purple martin bird. I think I'm going to go ahead and see if this will fit in here. I can easily slip it in, so I think that'll be perfect for this one. And now I want something to put the postcards in. I did put these out on, we have like a family group chat, or a group family chat, to see if any of the boys wanted their postcard, but I haven't heard anything back yet. But for now, I'll keep them, I don't think that's big enough, in my journal, and I'll still have mine, or, you know, my husband and mine's postcard, even if each boy wants their own postcard back. So I'm not sure. I might have to just make a pocket because they're pretty big and I don't think I could paste an envelope on here that's big enough, or that's small enough. My envelopes big enough to hold this would be too big for the pages. So I'm going to put this guy right here with some tape and then I'll just figure out what I'm doing about the postcards. I think I might make the veterinarian postcards little either flip-ups, or I might just staple them onto the page. I don't know yet. But I don't think I'm going to use another envelope for that. I want to make sure this is nice and secure. I used to think, you know, when I found stuff like this, that it might, I don't know, somehow not be a good idea to put my little memorabilia, things like that, in my journals, but it can't be any worse than keeping them in a dumb box, so in fact, I think they'll be better off in my journal than just in a box, laying in a cardboard box somewhere, because obviously this got chewed up by a mouse or something, so you know, I don't think it's going to happen in my journal. I mean, someday my journal will probably end up in a box, but it won't be a cardboard box. It will be a good plastic box, probably. Right now they're all on my shelf, though. The ones that I've already made and finished are just on a shelf in the bedroom. So, and I found a box of all old videos that we can't even watch anymore because we don't have the proper equipment to watch them. They were those little ones that you had to put inside like a big cartridge to watch, like on a VCR. And maybe someday we can get them put on the computer. My son did some. I think I am just going to put this job interview or job description thing right in this envelope. It is kind of full, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. This journal is getting pretty chunky. So on this page, I'm going to find something I can use as a pocket, and I'll put these in that. Let's see what kind of papers. That might look nice. Alright. Gotta be just a little bit smaller than the page, but not too small that these don't fit in it. So I'm going to take off a smidgen with my little cutter here. Just a smidge, like that. And then I'm going to, I really like this paper. I don't want to cover it up too much. So we'll cut this about halfway. Oh, did I make it too small? No, it'll be fine. Alright, so I think I'm going to actually ink the edges with my, actually I like this one better. Sepia. Let's do that. So these are just some random odd little bits and pieces that I've found in my stash of memorabilia. I've had 47 years of kids, having kids, and now grandkids, and so many memories. And I want to just keep them in my journal. I think I'm going to glue this on, and that should be that. Use my, of course, the glue doesn't want to come out. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Barely coming out. We need a bit, quite a bit, to keep it on there. And then I'll have to wait for it to dry before I put the postcards in, because I definitely don't want to risk the cards getting glued in. So they're going to end up just like this. And we'll do that, put them in securely when this is secure. Alright. And then the last thing was to put these in somewhere. I don't mind covering that up at all. So, I don't know. They're all so cute. Look at that one. That looks like our old Mr. Flynn. I'm going to have to figure out these. I don't want to put them in the pocket. It's pretty full already. I think I have decided to do is poke a hole in here and just attach them with a brad, and then we can flip them up and see them. I think that's the best solution here. So I'm just going to use my little pokey tool here and poke right through both of these and the page at the same time. And maybe I'll just put them down like that. Poke the hole. Keep it like that so I don't lose the hole. I'm going to get a flower brad. Maybe I'll use purple. I'll use purple this time, and we'll do this. And I'll cover that with a little circle of this paper that's in there. Still sticks out above the page a little bit. But now we can just see both of these. And if I wanted to, I could put a piece of paper on top of this and write about it, or write about something. But for now, we're just going to leave it like that. So, let's cut our little circle out. And I'm not, well, I guess I will ink it, because then it'll kind of match the pocket a little bit. And I'll cover that up. I wish I had enough of this paper to try to match it. But, and you know, really camouflage it, but I don't have any more. Alright. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Alright. And we're going to hold that down till it sticks. And I'm going to put a date on there. I have all these labels that I got from Temu, and I've been hearing some pretty, I like this color with it, some pretty bad things about Temu that has made me hesitate to buy any more stuff. Today is the 10th, so that's the date I'm going to put on. Let's see, this should be 0. Where's 0? 0, 1. Let's see if I did that right on a scrap paper. Oops, upside down. Yep, it says November 10th. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the date here. That's the date I found it. I wonder if this will fit. I think it's big enough. Okay, I think it's a little low, but I think it'll work. I'm going to put this right here. That's the day I found it. And I think I'm just going to stamp right on the page for this one. Right down here. Hopefully it will work. Sort of. I can read what it says. So let's go back to the beginning. I found that letter from my daughter in 2000 when my other daughter Bethany was in the hospital. And I'm going to just keep it safe in this little envelope. Whoops. Now I won't be able to get it back in. It went in easy the first time. So this tells me that I am not going to be taking that in and out very often. The postcards from my mother and father-in-law, and the postcards reminding me to get my dog his flea and tick medicine. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having an awesome November. It is really starting to look and feel like winter here where I live. And I have mixed feelings about that, but the sooner we get through winter, it'll be spring again. And, you know, honestly, for me, the time flies by so fast now. I used to dread the winters, but they seem like they're not that long to me anymore. And actually, it's because they aren't that long anymore. Years ago, winters up here where we live, in central upstate New York, would be from October to April. And now they're more like end of November to April. Not really, but it can still snow in April, but it's not like winter snow. But anyways, that's it. And I hope you're doing well and you're happy and healthy, and we'll see you in the next video. I also am going to show you my December daily video. Not video. I'm going to show you my December daily journal. And I have two, and I had to decide which one I'm going to use for December, and then the other one I decided to use for January and possibly February. I'm just not so sure the spine is would be able to hold 2 months worth of stuff, but we'll see. This one is 2 months, and look at it already. It's crazy how chunky it's getting, and I have a feeling by the end of November I'm going to have to put longer strings in it. But that's okay. And the journal that I didn't like, I am starting to really be very fond of. The charms fell off the charms used to be on this tassel, and they fell off, so I ended up just putting them on the ribbon here, and I like that better, actually. I still do regret not putting more beads on here, though. Anyway, but that's it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.